Is it supposed to be like, imagine wind going through glass, like that kind
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah, there's the one. Oh, Darth Vader. There you go.
Welcome, friends, to a new episode of Ryotcraft. Feed the Beast Infinity. I'm Clobberstomp. How are you guys doing today? I am having an awesome day, guys. Look at this. Woo! We're back to the mega build, my base. I still need a name for this beast of a build. Look at this thing. It's massive. Look at this thing. It's so huge. Oh, must have pressed F7 at one point. So, yeah, look at this. I mean, it is going to be so big. As you can see, I finally finished all the rings on the bottom. Let's take a look at this thing from underneath. I mean, this thing's kind of nuts. Look at this. That's why I built it over the ocean, because we didn't really want a whole lot of mobs spawning. But I'm going to put a bunch of magnum torches all around and get that going. But look at this thing. It's just so huge. I might light it up underneath. I'm not sure. But today, what we're going to be doing is, as you can see, I filled in the bottom rings. So what I'm thinking is, I've started to make the edge. So, you guys are, we're going to start making, this is going to start taking shape. So as you can see, I've got a secondary ring. So this, all of this stuff on the inside here is all going to be this top level right here. Bam. All the way around. So we're going to finish up this ring around here, and then we're going to drop it down. I haven't figured out how many blocks yet. That's why I didn't drop it down yet. But it's going to come down a fair amount. Because then there's going to be... sounds about right, I think. And then there's going to be this circle. I'm going to drop this whole circle all the way around. So there's going to be a huge wall here. And then at each one of the stairways that we were talking about, or the platforms that go down to the land, those are going to come out through here, and then there's going to be a staircase that goes down to this level. And then that's going to be the main level for all of our stuff, which is pretty high. How high is this at? Let's see. 96. So, and our lowest point here is 78. So that puts 20 in there. So what I'm thinking is the village and everything is going to be along the top ring. This is going to be a huge ring that goes through here. Yep, we're going to fill this all in. I see chunks. It's so huge. Takes a while to render in. Goes all the way around, and we're going to have a couple buildings on here. And then on one, not, okay, that's a third. That's a third, and that's a third. I think not that way, but this way is going to be where the big building's going to be, I think. I have to look at the scenery. Let's let this render in. Yep. Yeah, there's going to be a big building here that's got waterfalls that flow off into the ocean. Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice that was there. What are you, buddy? Little house? Oh, you got some bread. Nice. Awesome. Cool. So, yeah, we're going to put our big build right along the edge here. And I think a majority of our base is going to be down underneath this thing. This big port. Because all the buildings are going to be along the ring. I'm going to have a water ring that goes all the way through here. With from the building, there's going to be some water flows that come down into the little river that goes through. Waterfalls that go down through the bottom side over there. And then right here in the middle, I'm gonna build a massive tree. And we're gonna call it home tree. It's gonna be massive. It's gonna be so huge. I've never built a custom tree before, but this is gonna take me a long time to build just the tree. As you can see, I've already worked on this thing for hours. So we can start laying this out. We're gonna do a little bit more talking and let's playing this today. because I feel like you guys don't get to see kind of my methods. And, you know, I'm doing a lot of time lapses and things like that. And those are cool and fun to watch, but you guys don't get to actually see me build a lot. So I figured it would be better if we just kind of chat and talk about stuff. So one thing I want you guys to check out is my Patreon campaign if you haven't already. It's in the down there. I've got that going. We've got the Clobbercraft fan server going up, or it is up already. I've been hanging out with a couple of the fans there. Awesome stuff. These guys are awesome. You guys should come visit us. Come join Clobbercraft. We would really love to have you guys along, and you guys can meet some new people. Also, you know, it gives, if you guys are YouTubers, it gives you a chance to maybe run a series on a new server. You have a protected space. You don't got to worry about anybody griefing your stuff. Those kinds of things. So all that stuff's there. Go ahead and check it out. My Patreon campaign, it really helps me out. You guys donate, you know you're going to get shout outs. I'm going to help you guys if you help me. That's kind of how we do it, right? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little bit of a cut here, and I will come back once we've made a little bit more progress on this. So we'll see you in a little bit. Alright guys, and we're back, and I just went through a full inventory of blocks. Full inventory, and we only made it 3/4 of the way around. It's nuts. There's just so many blocks. Not quite a full inventory. I only had about half left, but that's okay. So as you can see, we're just using the builder's guide here, and I'm just filling in all the white spaces. So we're going to make this go all the way around. I'm about 3/4 done, which is the first ring. Now we're going to have to bring these all down about, I don't think I counted, but 10-ish blocks, maybe more. I haven't decided yet. I don't even know that I'm going to do that. I'm definitely not going to do it in the episode, but you guys can kind of see how tedious some of these builds are. You know, I can't just place these down and hope for the best. Ooh. And there's no way to really kind of automate this. So each one of those rings down there that you see down there. So what I had to do was, I'll kind of show you in a minute. Let's get this all the way around here first. But what I had to do was, I had to do the first ring. Then I had to do the outline of it a block above. And then I had to do the outline at the other end so I could fill it all in with the builder's wand. It was really difficult. And trying to find the right angle here is really hard as well. There we go. Alright. Look at, it's just so many blocks. I'll show you how many. I think I have a good idea of how many blocks we did. Okay, so we made the ring around. This took about 15 minutes. So what I did was, for this first ring, I placed all the blocks around here on the edge. And then on this edge, I had to do the same thing here. So then I had one here, a line here, and then another line here along the way. And then what I did is I just went backwards and I filled it all in with my builder's wand. And that kind of helped out, but it was very, very difficult. It took a long, long time. Like, I've got hours and hours and hours in just building this stupid ring. Like, look at this. I mean, it's so huge. So what we would start doing then is take these blocks, get our builder's wand, put this over here, fly up over here, and we will get down at level, and we don't want to be above because we want to get it, and I would just spam right click and just fill it in. Right click and fly backwards. Look at that. How quickly I can go through a full inventory of blocks. Look at this. It's just nuts. It's just so many blocks. This build is so massive. It's really, really big. We'll run this all the way out. We'll go through our whole inventory so you can see how quickly you go through the inventory. And I'm going to show you my next thing that I came up with. I had to do this because these are all chiseled blocks. Every single block is chiseled so far. Are we out? How much do we have left? Oh, we got one more row. Let's run this all the way back. So you can see this is very time consuming. You can see why it took me so long. Actually, the hardest part wasn't filling everything in. It was more of doing the, what do you call it? Shaping the dome was, yeah, and now my blocks are gone. It goes that fast. And look at that space I've already filled in. But look how much I have to do. It's so massive. So what I ended up doing is now I can come over here. I can go in this chest, shift click everything into my inventory. Look at this. We've got an Auto Chiseler. So it's chiseling small limestone bricks out of regular limestone with a chisel. And I've got the speed upgrade, which increases its rate. I've got the automation upgrade, so it'll push it out. And then I've also got the stack upgrade, so it'll move a stack at a time. So I just put my deep storage unit on here and placed it with, you know, just some regular transfer nodes. And I put a stack upgrade in there, so it moves a stack at a time. And the same here, so it goes pretty fast. This fills up before I get a chance to use on my block. So this works out, you know. So if you need an automated, you know, chisel solution, this is pretty cool. So if you want me to do a little tutorial on that, let me know, and I can put that in maybe a Minecraft Marbles video for you guys. I would definitely hook you guys up with that. So yeah, we've been filling this all in. It's been tedious, you know. It's a lot of work, but I think it's going to really pay off when we really have the time to invest in this. It's going to be really massive, and it's going to be quite the build. I'm really excited to do it. I haven't done an epic build before. I've done some pretty big builds, but I've never done an epic build. So the next thing I need your guys' help with is a name. So there's going to be a big elven village here. You know, it's going to look very elvish. There's going to be a huge tree in the middle. You guys can kind of think of any type of elvish movies like Lord of the Rings types of things, or Avatar, like the big home tree type of thing is going to be here. If you guys can come up with some names and put them down in there in the description in the comments, I would really appreciate it, because I think somebody's got some better naming schemes than I do. You guys are better at that stuff than I am. I know it. I know you are. You guys are so super creative. You guys can really help me out. And if I choose yours, you know, I'll give you guys a huge shout out. I would really appreciate it. It'll help me out. It'll help you out. It'll be pretty awesome. So I'm going to keep filling this all in. And I think this is pretty much all we have time for today. I know we did a lot more talking and we just did a lot of building and stuff today, which is good. So I wanted you guys to get an idea of what it really takes to make and do a huge build like this. So you guys can have a really good sense of how much time and energy it takes to do such a massive build, because it is very time consuming. I've got hours into this. I didn't even, you know, I didn't even count how many hours. I've lost track. But what I can tell you is how many blocks I've used. Let's look at that. So this deep storage unit I got from Phantom Striker. If you guys haven't checked him out, check him out. This deep storage unit had more than 525,000 limestone in it. So I've used almost 100,000 limestone in just this build so far. And I'm not doing a real block counter or anything like that, but I've got a rough estimate. So this thing's gonna be over 1 million blocks. I can guarantee it. So I'm super excited to be doing it. I'm going to keep trucking away at this. Next episode's going to be something technical. I'm just going to put that out there. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be technical. None of this, you know, basic building 101 with the builder's wand. None of that. You guys are going to get something pretty cool. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do, but it's probably going to be centered around AE. So if you guys are looking forward to that, go ahead and check out the next video after this one. Alright guys, if you guys like this video, don't forget to share and favorite on all your favorite social media, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace!